Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is day 12 of my artistic journey. It's crazy how you can feel things becoming easier and easier when you just put in a little bit of effort all the time. And today, I believe there's going to be a little bit of something special going on. I was also told that I should be wary. I don't know what that is all about, but let's get into the next piece. All right, boys. On today's episode of My Drawing is Bad, let's talk about it. I was going to redesign the narrator, the square man that I put in between like the beginning and the end of every video. And whenever I drew it, I thought it looked pretty good, and that eye was pissing me off, so I just copy pasted it. But whenever I drew it, I thought it looked pretty good. But after some recollection, watching some YouTube videos, and looking at this a second, even a third time, I realized how bad this actually is, and I'm probably not gonna end up using this. Uh, but I did like the redesign, and I just need to kind of like tweak some things. Uh, let's talk about the first thing. The eyes in this one are a little off center. Like one is like the one on the right side is a little bit too far down, and the one on the left side is a little bit too high up. And that's kind of okay in my opinion, because if you look at people in real life, most people's eyes aren't centered that perfectly, you know? But I don't know. For this one, it just didn't look right. Also, the head was a lot bigger than I wanted it to be. Um, the sad part about this drawing is that majority of it is done. The coloring is done for it. Like, the drawing's almost completed at this point. Like, all I've got to do is pretty much finish the hair. God, just choose something, figure it out, dumbass. But once that's done, we're gonna pretty much get into coloring from this point. I tried to correct some lines, and it didn't work the way I wanted it to. I mean, look at that arm. It's like dislocated. It's coming out of his like waist, bro. It's so bad. um yeah, I guess the one of the things that I wanted to talk about in this video before I get to the end of product here is I realized after watching some YouTube videos and getting an idea as to how Krita works, I might be doing some things wrong, and that just comes with, the territory of getting into artwork in the first place. Like, I don't know what I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And every skill has that kind of an issue where it's like there's a point in time where you start to realize, like, oh, I'm knowledgeable enough to know that I know nothing, and that's perfectly fine, and that's kind of like where we're going with this. So, in the next couple of videos, I'm probably going to be changing up a lot of things, like, for example, the coloring. I think I have an idea how I want to do it so that I don't have to go through and do all this bullshit that I'm doing right now in this video. Uh, and I learned some cool tips and tricks that is going to help the rest of the art process, hopefully. Something that if any of you guys that do art might know about is like alpha lock. I didn't know about alpha lock until about 30 minutes before coming home today. And I have a feeling that that's going to be super useful for like everything that I do. So there's that. The other thing is, we could talk about the design of the square man. So the I made Square Man, then I made the channel because I was like, if all of my characters are gonna be square like this, then I'm going to want to, call myself the Square Man. And if that's the case, then are my guys going to be Square Man the whole time? And I'm not 100% sure. The editing software broke down while I was recording that last little bit, so I had to stop. But Anyway, I'm just gonna get back on track. So the narrator, otherwise known as Nico, that's the name of this character. He's safe for now. I think for now we're gonna stick with the stills that I have currently of the Square Man. And in the future, yeah, I'll probably end up redesigning them and doing something close to this, but not as bad. I also hate this gradient in the background, but that's another thing that I'm gonna be working on in all of my drawings from now on. Is I don't want to leave a space in the back that's like completely, just white. So I, I'm gonna start working on a couple of those things, and yeah, I'm gonna start using all these tips and tricks and kind of like testing myself. I think for the rest of the next 20 days or however many days are left in a month of drawing, which I believe a month is about 30 days, so we're gonna do 30 days total. For a total of 30 days, the rest of these drawings are going to be done within about an hour, and after that I think the rest of my drawings are going to be done with as much time as I want, and I'm gonna change like the challenge a little bit. So like maybe the next challenge is use a tool I've never used before on Krita or something like that. So I'm gonna start messing around with some things, but I'm just still kind of just practicing getting the idea of like how the pen strokes on the draw pad. And I think that's where we're going to leave this episode off. I'll see you guys in the next one on day 13. I'm not entirely sure what I want to draw tomorrow, so be sure to leave a comment. I might do the other still that I have of Square Man. We'll see. One more thing before I go. So this recording was a little bit odd. I recorded it in the morning, and I was gonna have it ready before I had to go off to work at 5 o'clock. And I don't know what happened, but none of my audio was being able to be uploaded or imported into Clipchamp, and these things happen. So if uploads come a little bit late or a day later or I skip a day or something like that, I'm sorry about that. Well, I'm trying to figure all this out, and I'm trying to do this quickly while not losing too much quality, which there isn't much quality to lose right now. So hopefully it gets better. If you like this video, please leave a like down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.